Hey, I'm Pam, your solo sister, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about living alone, but from the perspective of maybe this wasn't your choice. There's a lot of videos out there, a lot of talk about, living alone, going solo. It's all empowering and wonderful. And there's a lot of truth to that. I've been doing it for decades. But it's really important to acknowledge there's a lot of us solo sisters out there who maybe it wasn't their choice. And that can happen for many reasons, of course. This is life. We know the passing of a loved one, our spouse, divorce, horrible breakups, all of it. Life throws us some serious curveballs. And I think it's really important to talk about when you started out on the solo journey, but it wasn't really your choice. And what I want to offer here is some tips, some acknowledgement that if this is you and you find yourself in this boat walking along this path here, you're not alone. There's millions of us who have gone down this route ourselves. It's a little different for everybody, but you are not alone in this. It's almost a natural part of the life cycle, maybe. And more than likely, you're dealing with two components. You're dealing with grief from the loss, which I won't really touch on that too much today. It's a whole nother topic, but just be aware you're dealing with the grief, and that's a little bit different animal than the other huge part that you're dealing with, which is a massive life change. If you're used to living with another person and having somebody there always, it's a huge change to set out on the solo journey. And if it wasn't by your choice, you may not be happy with it right now, but that can change for sure. It's a journey. Everything about life is a journey. So most importantly, as you're setting out on this journey of possibly dealing with grief as well as the lifestyle change to solo or alone, be incredibly kind to yourself and incredibly patient. And whatever you're feeling now, maybe some not good stuff, it's going to change, morph, grow, just like everything in life does. So please be kind and patient with yourself. And I'm going to ask this community that we're building out here to please chime in with your comments, insights, experiences. I have many of my own, but there's many, many more out there. And we are building an amazing community to support each other, share our tips, our good, our bad, ugly. But the most important thing, we're all still here. We're doing well. One of the solo sisters out there brought up an important topic. They said they were fearful at night a lot. And this is very common. Many of us humans feel much more overwhelm, anxiety, and fear at night, myself included in there. So I am not a doctor, a shrink, or anything like that, but I'm just a human who's got some experience, as do you, so share it. Listen, a couple of my tips for dealing with this nighttime situation. Do not go into the trap of starting to think about all of your problems, what's going on, the finances, this, that, and the other thing in the evening. Let it go at night. Things are much darker at night. We're tired in the evening, mentally, physically, we're exhausted. Don't go into that trap. A couple things I do to soothe myself. I use a weighted blanket. Guys, I don't know if you've ever done this. It's a game changer. For me, it's been a game changer. You can buy them, Amazon. They're kind of heavy to ship, so maybe you want to go to your Walmart or Target or whatever. They're all over the place. I think mine is, I'm going to say 25 pounds. This thing is a game changer. It's going to help with the anxiety. It's going to calm your nervous system and just really help you settle down and feel a little bit more secure. I use that weighted blanket at night. It's a game changer. When I'm feeling down sometimes, I'll go back to my old TV show favorites from when I was a kid, like the 60s. We're talking Brady Bunch, That Girl, Mary Tyler Moore, whatever you kind of enjoyed when you were younger, happier time. It's more than likely out there on YouTube or Tubi or somewhere out there. You can find it. Put it on and just chill under your weighted blanket. Do not worry about any of the things that are stressing you out. They're going to be there in the morning. Pick it up then. Evening is a no-go for that stuff. In my bedroom, I put some plants. I feel like having the life around is healthy and just puts out good vibes. So I've got a couple house plants in the bedroom. I put some soft light in there. I've got a little bit of this like purple type lighting in the bedroom, and I just create a really safe, calm space. So those are kind of some ways to deal with the nighttime creepies that can happen. I hope it helps. Give some things a try. Another important thing about the evening, the nighttime, set up a routine. The more routines we can have, the better we're going to be. The change of perhaps the loss of a partner and then the new lifestyle of being single in the home, it's a lot. So set up some new routines for yourself. We're all kind of animals, creatures, and those routines are going to help us feel safer. They're going to tell our body, our mind, our soul, it's safe. This is what's coming next. It's going to help. It's not always easy to start new routines, but it can be done, and it's really important for our well-being. And if everything's not going all perfect, just keep trying. Just baby steps, incremental improvements. It's going to change with time. Absolutely. We all know this. We've gotten this far in life. It's going to change. Keep making tiny changes and improvements. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the time to adjust. There's going to be ebbs and flows, ups and downs. You're going to fall back a little bit. It's okay. But as long as you're on a steady path of getting forward, even if it's a couple steps back every now and then, hang in there. Another thing what you want to do and be mindful of when you're newly single in your space, your home, apartment, you may want to change it up a little bit. I've had this experience when I've had a loss. I didn't even want to go into my home anymore. And I kept looking on the couch for, in this case, it was my dog Chelsea that had been my partner for 15 years. I couldn't do it. It was really affecting me. It may be time to look at your space and make some changes. Move some of the furniture around. Just try it. It doesn't have to be a big thing. Just do it. And you're going to probably feel like a little lifting coming off your shoulders, a change. It's, I don't know why, I'm not a scientist, but you're going to feel a difference. Start making some changes. Put some things away, maybe. Move the chair around, the couch around. Go get a different throw for the couch. Change up the color a little bit. It's going to make a difference. It's going to feel a little fresher and newer. There's been changes, so make some more and make them what you want. I found too that, this is going to sound corny maybe, but having a lot of like fluffy blankets around, this chair doesn't have one right now, but my couches and chairs, I just went even to Walmart and bought some really nice colored blankets that I like. They weren't expensive, but they were fluffy and comfortable, and they somehow made me feel comfort in the house. What can I tell you? It did. Another thing, incense. I've never used it too much, but I started and I like it. I'll put a little incense stick into just a little flower vase with some sand in it, and I'll burn it. Oh my gosh, it just gave a different vibe to the house. The lighting, I'll use some of the, as I talked about in the bedroom, some different colored lighting. Make some changes in your environment. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Experiment. Did you ever want to try a paint color? Just go buy the paint, do a wall, see how it is. It's your space now and yours alone. Play with it. Make some changes. See how you like it. Nothing's permanent. Give it a try and make your space as cozy as possible. We've had all these changes going on. It's very important to stay as connected with family and friends as you can. You're probably going to have desires to isolate a bit, and that's okay, but don't let it get out of hand and become permanent. It's okay to step away from some friends for a while, and I'm very well aware that when there's big changes in your life, sometimes friends can feel uncomfortable or whatever. And even when there's a passing, they feel uncomfortable or weird or I don't know what, and they may back off, which isn't always right, but I don't understand everything that everybody's going through. But if that's the case, just let them go for a while. Divorce, for sure, friends can choose sides, things like this. There's a lot of lifestyle changes that come along with this stuff. But the friends that are there, even if it's just one, try to maintain as best you can some kind of a contact and relationship with them, even though you're going through a lot. And your relationships may become a little tumultuous or be morphing and changing. That's okay. Just be patient with it. Who knows where it's going to end up? Probably in a good place down the road. And you're going to separate out who are your true people. Things are going to change and morph and grow. And that's okay. It's part of life. But don't toss all your connections or withdraw from people thinking they don't understand and things like this. I get the impulse and desire maybe that might be how you feel like doing things for a while, but try to, when you can, break through it and maintain some of the connections, and even work on making some new ones depending where you are in the journey, whether that be going to the same coffee shop most every day and just getting a cup of coffee because you like the coffee and you get to know everybody in the shop. Set up some new routines for yourself. You know, with this new path you're on of being solo out there, things are going to change and morph with time. Be patient, as we've talked about. I'm willing to bet for sure, as time goes on, months, years, weeks, who knows, different things that maybe were long buried down below are going to bubble up. It may be an interest that you had, a hobby, a place that you wanted to travel to, getting a pet, things like this, things that you long ago put down under and aside, and parts of yourself that you put away because maybe they didn't fit in with the other lifestyle, the other people in your life. They're going to bubble up. And I would say to that, let them be open to that, and don't be afraid of taking the changes and the steps that those little voices and inklings that start coming back. Try it, give it a chance. Don't let the I'm too old, I can't, all the reasons why not. No. If something starts bubbling up that interests you, follow it. I'm 59 years old. I'm out here making YouTube videos. The internet wasn't even a thing when I was 18 or whatever. Go with it, evolve, stay connected, stay engaged. I don't care how old you are and where you are in life, you still have a lot to offer this world, okay? And it's really important that you stay engaged. Follow your passions. New ones are gonna crop up, new interests and things. Don't poo-poo it and put it aside any longer. Things have changed, and even if you didn't want them to, they have. Make the most of it. We're all here for only a minute, and when we're done, we're done. So why not enjoy it as best you can and have some fun with it, but be mindful of those things that are going to pop up. In closing here, I hope this is a step forward in acknowledging that everything is not unicorns and happy rainbows out there for everybody, but it's temporary. It's a journey. It's an up and down. It's riding the waves of life. The sun is going to come after the storm, and it's really important to know that. And I hope we can all encourage each other, offer some good tips. I hope some of this information has at least been a bit of a start and a catalyst to realizing it's going to get better. Things are changing. Go with it. Hang in there. And you've got a lot of support out here. Millions of us that have been down this road. Millions more that are going to go down this road. and it's a part of life. You're not alone. You got this. Be a little bit excited about where this journey may be taking you. Be kind and be patient. Thanks, Solo Sisters. Let us know down below in the comments what your experience is. You never know who you're going to help out there. And every single one of us, through this lovely technology, has the ability to communicate with basically the whole planet. So let's put some good out there and help each other. Thanks, Solo Sisters. Take care, and we'll see you again.